Since it's the first one, I'm going to just do it freely. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do random words, but in the end, probably it will be connected to the art itself. But it's not the main target in this new endeavor. I'm not going to focus on that. Perhaps or not. I'm going to do it. I'm just going to do it, and that's the idea. The idea that I was thinking about how life is. It's a mix of feelings. Let me explain better. When we are feeling, and those feelings they just invade ourselves as phenomena. And these feelings, in some measure, they drive us, because in some matters, to survive, we follow those feelings. That is interesting to think about, because feelings are very interesting. Since we have feelings that come from our senses, and we have feelings that come from inside, and that is something to think about, because inside is something, somewhere, and outside probably somewhere as well. But the thing is that what connects these things? Maybe the eye is a good one, but the eye is a type of sense, it's vision, it's sight, and it's a doorway for seeing things. But blind people does not see and feel, and that's the thing about feelings. They invade us, they make everything simple and complex at the same time. It's amazing how we feel about people, how we feel about situations, and when we drive our attention to those feelings, it's very interesting to think about those feelings, somehow when we think about feeling, about being, about breathing, about being alive, we see things differently sometimes when we drive our consciousness to ourselves, not in a selfish way, but in a more exploratory way, in a way to find something, a search in oneself. And when we think about oneself, and we understand those feelings, we see that everything is really attachment, and those attachments are projections of ourselves on the outside. Okay, but how can we understand it better? Maybe by just thinking about it, it will improve. I'm not saying that I'm not saying that I know it's true, but I just feel and express it. Everything is mandala.